here's the thing, people talk all the time of, like, why are there no great women artists? Or, like, why can we only name whatever, like, Frida Kahlo, Georgia O'Keeffe? It's because no one called them artists. Women have always been artists. I've been knitting my whole life. Maybe I would have gone to art school had someone told me I was an artist before I was, like, 21 years old. You could use the word craft and the word skill interchangeably to some extent, but it's when you kind of get into that fine art mindset and you see people who call a painting art and they call like what you've made with knitting or fiber a craft, and you have to ask yourself, what is the difference? Is it because one is functional? Like, people really love to use that as an excuse, like, well, if it's functional that means it's a craft, like, which is an excuse to like just gender things in my opinion. And if you ask someone to explain like what makes this craft, like if you were to ask like a male painter, like say, what do you think craft is versus what do you think art is? And a lot of times what's going to come out of their mouth is something like gendered, like art is painting, sculpting. Ceramics toes the line a lot of times because ceramics is sometimes functional. A lot of men do ceramics, a lot of women do ceramics, but it really depends. It drives me nuts, honestly. People talk a lot about how like craft isn't art because like art has more intention or meaning behind it. And like anyone who says that has clearly never done a fiber art. You know, like think of, even if you're a quilter and you're making the same quilt block over and over again, but you're making it as a gift for someone, that has so much meaning behind it. Like as like the artist is creating it to give it to this person, like what does it mean to create something so detailed for someone? Like there's meaning in that, even though like people can't see it because it's not a painting that has like, oh well, the horse symbolizes this, or it's crazy. Like wearing something on your body, I think is like the most accessible form of art in many ways because people get dressed every single day. But to like up that into a even more like fine art level, like do I wear this or does this hang on a wall? I love that.
So here we are. With the napkin, I've spent days embroidering with the hands from Michelangelo's The Creation of Adam. As one of the most famous paintings in art history, these hands transcend medium in their ability to be recognized. But ultimately, it's still a napkin, right? Would it be recognized as art if it were a sweater? A quilt? What if it weren't Michelangelo's painting, but instead a traditional embroidery motif? Those stitches take just as much time and effort and skill to create, and yet they are labeled as craft instead of art. Where is the line? The world of art and its vocabulary was not built with fiber in mind because it was not built with women in mind. Generations of women have produced fiber art to be used in daily life. Their art is just as valid as Michelangelo's. And yet, it's just a sweater. Just a quilt. Just a napkin.